Hello and welcome to Motor Portal. And today we have got two of the most anticipated adventure tourers with us in the sub 400cc category, the KTM Adventure 390 and the BMW G310GS. Now both of these motorcycles can tour, but which one is the best? And that's what we are going to find out in this video. So like, share and subscribe. Link is in the description for the Instagram handle, and now let's get riding. Now starting off with the appearance of both of these motorcycles, and straight away I can tell you that the BMW here is the clear winner. I mean, the KTM looks good, but parked alongside the Beamer, it is definitely number 2. But looks are never enough when you're paying almost 4 lakh rupees for a motorcycle. So let's talk about the engines of both of these titans. So the 390 here is being powered by the 373.5cc single cylinder liquid cooled motor, and it's producing class leading 43.5 bhp and 37 newton meters of torque. In comparison, the GS is almost 9 HP and 9 Nm torque down on power. It's producing a modest 34 bhp and 27 newton meters of torque from its 311cc single cylinder liquid cooled motor. Now obviously, as it's down on power, it loses on performance. It is almost a second slower to 100 km per hour when compared to the KTM 390. It takes about 5.7 seconds to get up to 100 km per hour, and the GS takes about 6.7 seconds, so it's almost a second slower. Talking about the characteristics of these engines, BMW is the one which has got linear power delivery throughout the rev range, but the KTM struggles a bit in the low end and becomes very much a KTM in the mid and top end. It just becomes ballistic. Another important point, the fuel economy. The BMW has got an upper hand when it comes to city fuel economy because it runs on a higher gear when compared to the KTM 390 in the city, so it results in better fuel economy, and it returns somewhere around 28 to 30 kilometers per liter in the city, whereas the KTM returns about 26 to 27 kilometers per liter in the city, depending upon the rider and the riding conditions. And out on the highway, the KTM is the one which returns better fuel economy on highway speeds, as it has got a higher capacity engine, it runs low on stress, and it has got a bigger fuel tank, which results in a better tank range. Between these two motorcycles, it is the KTM which has got a better gearbox here. It is a super slick shifting 6-speed gearbox. The BMW on the other hand has got a really clunky gearbox, and it just regrets to shift at times, and that's really very annoying. Now let's talk about the touring capabilities of both of these motorcycles, and both of these motorcycles are really very comfortable for both the rider and the pillion. They have got upright riding position, and the BMW here comes with a factory installed tail rack, whereas the KTM comes with normal grab rails, so aftermarket option is the way to go. Now in the market there are a lot of accessories for both of these motorcycles, so you can mount all of your luggage and tour. Now riding with the pillion and all the possible luggage is going to make the motorcycles heavier and the engines stressed, and in this situation the BMW is still very much capable of holding 120 kph all day long on the highway. But if you really want to go faster and cover a lot more distance, then the KTM serves better. It can hold 140-150 kph all day long without any hesitation. That engine just feels more powerful and more responsive at higher speeds. Now this means that the KTM is a faster tourer here, but eventually the road is going to end and you are going to hit some beautiful trails, and that's where the GS is going to catch up, because the suspension setup on that motorcycle is so beautifully tuned. It copes up really well on the road and off the road too. The KTM has also got good suspension setup, but it's only good for the road, and it's a bit too stiff for the off-road usage. And the BMW here also has got a better suspension travel when compared to the KTM Adventure 390. Now let's discuss one of the most important aspects of this comparison, the list of features both of these motorcycles offer. So the KTM here takes the win because it is loaded and loaded to the brim when it comes to features. It has got switchable dual channel ABS, it has got cornering ABS, it has got a slipper clutch, it has got traction control, bidirectional quick shifter, this beautiful TFT display. It is way ahead when it comes to technology when compared to the BMW. The only thing that is common within these two motorcycles is the ride-by-wire throttle and the slipper clutch. So now comes the conclusion part of this video, and clearly the KTM Adventure 390 is the better motorcycle here. It has got more power, more performance, it is, you know, better equipped. Overall it is going to be a much cheaper motorcycle to run, and if you're planning to tour all around India, that's the motorcycle which is going to be really hassle free in those situations because of KTM's big service network. This particular BMW has to travel from Dehradun to Chandigarh to get its service done, so you know that's really expensive, and the service itself is quite expensive too. So you know that just robs away all the premiumness that comes with the BMW badge. And again, if you really want to buy a proper adventure tourer for the price, go for the Adventure 390. You're never going to regret your decision. So this was my comparison between the KTM Adventure 390 and the BMW G310GS. Like, share, and subscribe. Link is in the description for the Instagram handle. And as always, ride safe and keep riding hard.